I did keep my headset on. Because it's cordless, I don't have to worry about it. So it's on. This is my hair today, and I haven't even done it. Look at it, looks so good. Look, okay, so I complain about the curl oil gel, right? I don't like the way it feels on my hair the day of because it's crunchy. And even scrunching out the crunch, it feels ick. But the day after, soft, supple, beautiful. Love it. So I will continue to use it, but you know, again, not my favorite. Maui Moisture really needs to get their vanilla bean one back because that one actually was helping my hair grow. And I would really like to have really long hair. Like even longer than it is right now. Like look how long. It's so long, but I want it to be like long. Like you know how girls with straighter hair, they can get their hair so long it covers their boobs? Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want it to cover my boob. I want to be able to take my hair, cover my boob, and pull it around the back and tie it and wear it like a shirt. I wouldn't, but that would be cool.
Later.
Hello, good evening. It is 6:27. I've been sitting on my phone for the past like almost hour. Because why? Because TikTok is distracting, that's why. For some reason I was thinking today was Tuesday. So I had made some taco meat. Since it's not Tuesday, I'm gonna put the taco meat away. One moment. Alright, I put the taco meat away. My hair looks super long. It is super long, but it looks longer than usual. And I'm thinking it's either the way it's just laying, or it could be the curl custard, the Maui Moisture, maybe is doing its thing and making my hair grow. I don't know. We're gonna keep on using it like at every other day. So tomorrow I will have to use it. I did not do my hair at all today because it still felt very loose and not tangled. It's always, but it's not. It's always, but it's not. It's always got snarls because it's curly hair. That's just is what it is. I think I have like some breakage up here. Yeah, some breakage up here. Anyway, so now let's figure out what we want to make. We do have some roasted garlic, and let's go with shells. We're gonna go with, we'll go with shells. Oh, I gotta bring in this box. I went outside to move my car. I'm like, oh, we have a box. I hadn't ordered anything. Well, I think it is. There's a box right there. Well, actually, what I'm pretty sure it is our new air fryer. We got a new air fryer that I won. I guess you'd say I won it from work. So basically, I got like points or something, and this supervisor gave me like $200 worth of points because I didn't miss any days over the holiday. And that was really nice of her. So I had those points plus some other points from before, and totaled like a whole bunch of points. So I used those points. How many times am I going to say points? A lot. I used those points to buy a new air fryer because we miss our air fryer. All right, and we're going to set it up over here, which means I need to move some things around because it's bigger. It's bigger than our old air fryer, and it's definitely different. So I'm gonna start this pasta, and then we're gonna unbox that, okay? See, this is the box. Now, it very well could be just packaging. But we're going to see what size this thing is. So I forgot what they said on the description. But let's open it up. Okay. What do we got here? Should be silver. Yep, it's definitely silver. And there. Okay. Now I'm gonna put this on the ground because I don't want it to fall. Bottom. Yes. No, that's this the bottom. There's a handle. Oh, that's the top. Okay. That's the back. Okay. Styrofoam. Styrofoam. Another styrofoam. Alright, so it looks like, let's get this out of the bag. It's exciting because, you know, we've never had one like this. This is like a oven / air fryer. Look at that. It's digital on the top there. Got a rack. All right. Okay. BRB. All right, guys. I am thoroughly impressed. I haven't even used it yet, and I'm already impressed. Here's what it looks like out of the box and set up. Look how big it is. Okay, here's my hand. I have not big hands, but I don't have really small hands. It's got a frying basket. It has like just your regular tray. It has this kind of basket, and it has this tray down here for catching other stuff probably. Oops, one moment. Okay, so look at the settings we can do. Fries, air fry, toast, broil, bake, reheat, defrost, dehydrate. This is fantastic. This is great. This will work if it dehydrates really well. There's going to be all kinds of dehydrating foods that I'm going to make. I've been really wanting to make banana chips. You can dehydrate them or you can like fry them, but I would want to air fry them. So now I have, but the only other way would be like bake in my air fryer. Not air fryer, dehydrator. I have one. It's up there, but it's round and it doesn't have like a tray to catch any drippings, whereas this does, and that's fantastic. Oh, it even lists, look, it says where to put your tray. Broil, fries, air fry, toast, dehydrate, bake, heat. Look at that, it tells you where to put your shit. So I gotta change these things around. There we go. That's good, that's good. And I'm assuming you can leave them all in there. I don't know. I don't think there's a, well, besides the broil, I'd probably take the top pan off. But look at that. Fancy. It's not plugged in yet, but this thing is fancy. And Russ is like, was looking at air fryers, like he really missed it. So now we have one. He's like, oh, it's so good to have one back. We've got a fancy one. We're gonna have to learn how to use it. All right, well anyways, back to making shells and cheese. Hello and good evening. So My friend, one of my friends requires some storage for her things. Well, she finds a place for her things. Since we have a basement, that the only thing we use it for really is laundry. And we store some stuff down there. We can move some stuff around, make a bunch of space. She's got like all the furniture. She's not taking the couch or her bed, so that helps because we're not really gonna have enough room for that. I'm like, okay. But I asked Russ, he said that'd be fine. And I says, okay. I found a sock downstairs in the basement that I've been missing. So I hope that I didn't throw the other sock away. But yeah, it's time for bed. I don't have anything to add, so I will just leave you with this fun facts video. Toodles.
Kick-ass facts, the Matilda effect. Pew, pew, pew. The Matilda effect is a bias against acknowledging the achievements of women scientists whose work is attributed to their male colleagues. This phenomenon was first described by suffragist and abolitionist Matilda Joslyn Gage, 1826 to 1898, in her 1870 essay, Women as Inventor. Gage argued that women were already competent inventors and supported her argument by citing examples of women inventors. She also articulated the barriers to women becoming inventors and receiving patents. Gage argued that society disapproved of women who invent, prompting them to suppress their talents, not seek out mechanical education, and patent their inventions under the names of their husbands or other men to avoid ridicule. The term Matilda effect was coined in 1993 by science historian Margaret W. Rossiter. Examples of the Matilda effect include, but are not limited to, Trotula, Trota of Salerno, 12th century. She was an Italian physician, author of works which after her death were attributed to male authors. Hostility toward women as teachers and healers led to the denial of her very existence. At first her work was credited to her husband and son, but as information got passed on, monks confused her name for that of a man. Nettie Stevens, 1861 to 1912, was the discoverer of the XY sex determination system. Her studies of mealworms revealed for the first time that an organism's sex is determined by its chromosomes rather than by environmental or other factors. Stevens greatly influenced the scientific community. However, Thomas Hunt Morgan, a distinguished geneticist at the time, is generally credited with this discovery. Despite her extensive work in the field of genetics, Stevens' contributions to Morgan's work are often disregarded. Marie Curie, a physicist and chemist, conducted pioneering research on radioactivity. In 1903, she became the first woman in France to earn a PhD in physics. Professors who reviewed her doctoral thesis, which was about radiation, declared that it was the greatest single contribution to science ever written. Rumors of a Nobel Prize began to circulate, but some members of the French Academy of Scientists attributed her work to her husband and co-workers. They began to lobby quietly to remove her name from the prize, but Pierre, her husband, insisted to the Nobel Committee that Marie had originated the research, conceived the experiments, and generated theories about the nature of radioactivity. He refused to accept the Nobel Prize unless Marie was acknowledged. She was the first woman to win the Nobel Prize, the first person to win a Nobel Prize twice, and the only person to win a Nobel Prize in 2 scientific fields. Her husband, Pierre Curie, was the co-winner of her first Nobel Prize, making them the first ever married couple to win the Nobel Prize and launching the Curie family legacy of 5 Nobel Prizes. Lise Meitner, 1878 to 1968, was a physicist who was one of those responsible for the discovery of the element protactinium and nuclear fission. While working on radioactivity at the Kaiser Wilhelm Institute of Chemistry in Berlin, she discovered the radioactive isotope protactinium-231 in 1917. In 1938, Meitner and her nephew discovered nuclear fission. She was praised by Albert Einstein as the German Marie Curie. She was nominated for the Nobel Prize 48 times in both chemistry and physics, but never got it. But Otto Hahn, her longtime collaborator, did. She was often referred to as his assistant or technician, even though they were co-workers and peers. Rosalind Franklin, 1920 to 1958, now recognized as an important contributor to the 1953 discovery of DNA structure. At the time of the discovery by Francis Crick and James Watson, for which the 2 men received the 1962 Nobel Prize, her work was not properly credited, though Watson described the crucial importance of her contribution in his 1968 book, The Double Helix. Marion Diamond, 1926 to 2017, working at the University of California, Berkeley, she experimentally discovered the phenomenon of brain plasticity, which ran contrary to previous neurological dogma. When her paper was published in 1964, she discovered the names of her two secondary authors, both men, had been placed before her name, and her name was placed in parentheses. She protested that she had done the essential work described in the paper, and her name was to be in first place without parentheses. Honorable mention to Ben Bars, 1954 to 2017, a neurologist at Stanford University Medical School who transitioned from female to male. He spoke of his scientific achievements having been perceived differently depending on what sex others thought he was at the time. Prior to his transition to male, Bars' scientific achievements were ascribed to men or devalued, but after transitioning to male, his achievements were credited to him and celebrated.